Y'all good?
All right, yeah. Read that again.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
The book of Job, chapter 13, verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies.
Yeah, the so-called white man. Esau, starting with the elites. Who is Esau? The so-called white man, you Caucasians. And the elites of them, the 13 banking families that control the world. You're all forgers, starting with them. You're all forgers of lies. Everything they do is a lie.
And your typical doctor who took the Hippocratic oath.
Oh yeah, the typical doctor, all right?
Right? Because that's the word doctor means to falsify documents. That's what the word doctor actually means.
Yeah.
All right?
And it's true. What happens when you're born? You know, when you're born, and what you're born, you represent a ship. And when that ship goes in, when that ship pulls into the dock, it's at its birth, and you have the you gotta present a certificate of manifest. So your parents sign a birth certificate, all right? So they're doctoring, basically making you from a natural person into a corporate slave.
Right.
All right. So that doctor. Yep.
Well, look what they're doing now. What they're allowing you to do now. If you was born a male and you get a sex change, they'll change your birth certificate.
Right.
Oh man, look
That's
at that.
falsifying documents, man.
right.
Look at that. You
All
see
right.
that? You can change. A person can change
Forgery.
their identity and social and all of that. But guess what? If I want it's bullshit, but my high school diploma got fucked up, right?
Yeah.
So I try to get the same one. They like, nah, you gotta get that bullshit one, but with the stamp.
Yeah, the transcript.
All right, with the stamp, but here the motherfucker can get a whole different birth certificate and all that. I'm just making a point. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, bro.
But it all goes back to them being forgers of lies. All right? They'll falsify documents. All right? Like you said, it's forgery.
Forgery, yeah.
Okay?
And you said,
That's why the Lord said what he said. He said, but ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value.
Physicians of no value, them doctors, because they don't kill nothing. They basically so-called easing the pain, which the drugs want to do. It blocks your pain receptors and make you think that the pain isn't there no more. All right, that's what it does. Okay.
Well, they prescribe poison. They write out prescriptions that you take to the pharmacy, so the goddamn witch could give you these drugs, man. These drugs that were prescribed by your doctor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it used to be back in the days they write on a physical one, but now it goes digital. It's straight there. As soon as you leave the clinic, it's going there. But what takes so long is they want to make sure they get paid first.
But see, that's what it is. One hand washes the other. You know, you got the doctor sit there and write you a prescription, you know, for some drugs that's going to lead to some major side effects. All right, and then you'll go pick it up at the pharmacy. Okay, you'll go pick it up at the pharmacy. You'll get these side effects. Go back to the doctor. The doctor will prescribe some other shit. You'll go back to the pharmacy, get the new drug that he prescribed for you, and the pharmacist will give it to you. Then you'll get side effects off of that shit, and have to take some more. Go back to your doctor and take more drugs.
Exactly.
They milk all your goddamn insurance. Okay, they milk the shit out of your insurance. Okay, they keep you sick so you can keep coming back paying visits to them.
Right.
All right, and they keep the pharmaceutical market getting paid, man.
Right.
So it's one hand washing the other. It's a joint coalition. Okay, physicians of no value, because they're not curing anything. They're not helping your physical being.
That's right.
They're furthering your infirmities.
That's right, brother.
Yeah, you know, from one addiction to the next. Just like a person that's weaning themselves off the heroin withdrawals, the methadone. I used to intern in a clinic, so I know. And I used to check to see people prescriptions or whatever, the database that I had access to see, all right,
Yeah, Satan right there. Yeah, Satan right there. Yeah, Satan. Yeah, I'll show you too. Yeah, I know. Just see, the white man is the devil. The devil and his daughter. Look at him. You're probably a pedophile too. I know. Fucking freak.
Yeah, you probably,
Hey,
Probably popping your
Probably
door.
popping your daughter, you goddamn freak.
Take your
Right.
daughter
Hey.
/ wife home.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so, you know.
Hey,
They were viler than the earth.
yup.
I got something for y'all.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wisdom
Yup.
of Solomon 14, right? 25 and 26. So that there reign in all men, without exception, blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men. This whole pharmaceutical industry,
Yeah.
the damn prison industrial complex,
Oh, man.
the military industrial complex,
Yup.
everything that makes America what it is all what these scriptures are saying. It's blood, manslaughter, theft, dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, okay? Disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns, defiling of souls, changing of kind.
Man.
You got mankind, you got womankind.
Yeah.
It's a changing of kind. So what is that? Transgenderism, LGBTQ,
Yeah.
disorder in marriages, adultery,
Oh, God.
yeah, brother, and shameless uncleanness. This is all that America forwards and perpetuates, man. Like the brothers going into the pharmaceutical industry. Don't you know when you go into the book of Revelation and where it says, I forget what chapter it is, but it says sorcery?
Yeah.
That Greek word for sorcery is pharmakia.
Yeah. Kind.
Pharmakia
Yep.
goes back to pharmaceutical, drugs,
I mean, the dealing of poison.
the dealing of poison.
Is these doctors, what's that drug I was thinking about? I forgot the name of it, but a lot of people that went to med school to get by and law school, cause yo, it's fast paced and you gotta memorize a whole lot of shit. You know what I mean? And remember, oh man, so they take Adderall. It gives a person focus. The Adderall is another one.
Isn't that what they claim MJ, Michael Jackson, died from? An
No,
overdose?
no.
Right. They got information. Oh, shit. Information that just came out. Gregory, what's his name? The Jake with the big beard, the old Jake. Dick Gregory?
Oh, Dick Gregory.
Dick Gregory.
Yeah.
Dick Gregory.
Yeah.
He said, look, I saw the check, nigga.
Yeah.
Michael was killed by a laser.
Yeah. Dick Gregory. You know, he be going in.
You know, so I remember that's what they said. MJ's whole so-called cause his death. He was an addict. He was an Adderall addict,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Allegedly.
I don't know the exact name of the drug he was.
If that's the case, forgive me, but
No, it's all good. It's all good.
No, I mean I don't know the exact name of the drug per
Yeah.
se what he was on, but yeah, it definitely had something to do with him trying to keep him awake and all of that. Because what you got in Hollywood and what you got in Hollywood and in the entertainment world is that you got some of these high class, high level doctors that these celebrities deal with that basically keeps a lot of these celebrities drugged up. They keep a lot of these celebrities drugged up. You got these high level doctors that prescribe these designer drugs, untested drugs, that only people like certain celebrities can get access to. You know, that hasn't gotten FDA approved. You know, and a lot of people that got money, that are rich, can have access to, man. All right, and they use it to keep a lot of these celebrities in line, man. You know, Kanye West, I believe, I can't remember if his physical trainer was the same doctor that Britney Spears had when Britney Spears was bugging the fuck out. You know, and that's why everybody's saying Kanye is crazy, Kanye this, he's bugged out, he's that, when he starts telling some truth. Especially about the small hats, man. Okay? But you had his trainer, his physical trainer threatened to have him to have him admitted. To have him admitted. Okay? And this is a goddamn physical trainer. A physical trainer ain't supposed to be in a fucking position to have you admitted. He's not a fucking he's not Kanye West's doctor. Okay? He's a physical trainer. A physical trainer is somebody who you exercise with, man.
Exactly.
And you do therapy, physical therapy with.
So
To get your body, to get your body back on track, man. Okay? He's not supposed to have power to admit you into a fucking mental institution, man. Okay? But that's the same person that was Britney Spears' doctor, man. Remember, she was bugging the fuck out, cutting her hair off. I forget the name. I gotta find out this doctor's name again. I gotta find his name out. I gotta find his name again. He's just like a celebrity doctor, man. All right. So when them celebrities start saying some far-fetched truth,
Right.
you know, he's the doctor that gotta give them the prescriptions to get their asses back in line, man. All right.
drugs, man. Why that traffic? Why
Yep.
that traffic?
Oh yeah, that's that Ezekiel 28, right?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to find that scripture in Revelation.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's a wicked society, man, in a wicked world, being ran by the wicked. All right. Oh, you got it? Yeah.
Ezekiel 28 and 5.
It's the book of Ezekiel, the 28th chapter and the 5th verse. Go ahead.
By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches.
Yeah, the so-called white man, by his great wisdom on the left-hand side, because the so-called white man is dealing with Satan. He's dealing with the spiritual demon Satan. Okay? So he has wisdom on the left-hand side. Right? You had Anton LaVey with the church, with the Luciferian church or the Church of Satan. All right? You know? And then you got these elite families like the Rothschild banking family and the Rockefellers. All right? Who has great riches. You know? Riches that are unaccounted for.
Yeah.
By their wisdom, sorcery, witchcraft, dealings with Satan. All right? They acquired great riches. Right? And it said what? Traffic? Read that again?
Read it again, yep.
Yep.
Ezekiel 28 and 5.
Right.
By thy great wisdom
By thy great wisdom
and by thy traffic
and by thy traffic, all right? Traffic in what? Traffic in human bodies, man. Slave trade. That's how that's how these big banking corporations got established, man. JP Morgan, Chase Manhattan Bank, Wells Fargo, all right? Bank of America, Citibank, all right? All of these big banks, man, were all founded through the slave trade, namely by so-called Jews, all right? Okay? Like the families I just mentioned, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, which are the two biggest banking dynasties in the world. Biggest banking family dynasties in the world. All right? And not only trafficking in slaves, but we was talking about drug trafficking. Right? Okay? And Yaza Young mentioned the military-industrial complex, the trafficking of arms, guns, and ammunition. Right? Missiles. Armored vehicles. Okay? Armed vehicles, man. All right? So that's what the so-called white man is trafficked, and it got him his riches, man. Go ahead.
By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches.
Yup, that's how he increased his riches. That's how the so-called white man became super rich and powerful, man. Go ahead.
And thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
And his heart is lifted up because of his riches. That's why these devils walk around proud. All right? That's why they think they're on the status of the Most High. They're trying to be like the Most High. Okay? Why? Because they got riches. They acquired all of these riches. But once that's snatched and took and stripped from them, they're going to come to grips with reality. Going back to being the vilest creatures on earth. Okay? That was it on that? Yep.
Yep, this is the scripture in Revelation 18:23. I'm gonna show the camera right here. You're gonna hear it. This is the word for sorceries. And the brothers are speaking about the traffic of the so-called white man.
Strong's G 5331. Pharmakeia.
Alright, so you heard that, right? So I'm gonna read the scripture and I'm gonna get the word. Revelation 18:23 says, "And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee."
Yeah, because America's gonna be destroyed, man. All right. The light of a candle shall be seen no more in you. All your little your college establishments, these prestige colleges and universities that you got here in America, all that shit is gonna be destroyed right along with America. Right? You got Yale, you got Harvard, you got Columbia, okay? You got all of these institutions of higher learning in this society, all right, which are basically recruiting grounds for the Illuminati, all right, which the word Illuminati means enlightened ones. But the Lord is about to put your goddamn lights out, man.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Go ahead.
Says, "For thy merchants were the great men of the earth."
For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. Okay, the so-called white man, through global dominance, he established global trade, man. All right, got all of these port cities out here on the East Coast where they was trafficking slaves, trafficking drugs, right? Like the port of Miami. That's known. That back in the 70s and the 80s, man. Miami was known was a key center in the United States for drug commerce to come through the country, man. Right? That nigga Rick Ross had an album called "The Port of Miami." All right. Okay. Where the Colombians were shipping their drugs out there to the Caribbean, to Miami.
Yeah. Then they start doing airdrops where they have some type of beacon signals when they hit the water or whatever. Then they go back wherever the signal is, whoever's picking it up. All right. And then some of them were so good to where they would fly. They won't stop. They would fly from Colombia and then they would go into like past Florida or northern Florida or like what is the state near Florida?
Georgia.
Or over there or Tennessee or whatever. But then they're coming back in a tow truck. No one's checking. Everyone's checking things going out of Miami, out of Florida, but no one's checking things coming into Florida.
These devils, man. These devils are crafty.
I'm sorry,
Prince
man.
of the power of the air. But they was the only merchants of drugs, right? We mentioned the slave trade, man. Okay, we mentioned the slave trade, but America is a import country.
Right.
All right.
That's right.
Rich in merchandise that they import from all over the world into America. Go ahead.
"For thy merchants were the great men of the earth.
Yep.
For by thy sorceries,"
by thy sorceries.
just heard the word for the Greek word here for sorceries is pharmakeia. It says the use or the administering of drugs.
The use or the administering of drugs. Okay.
Number 2.
The CDC, Big Pharma. All right. Yeah, man. Right?
That's it, bro.
Ouchie Fauci. Dr. Ouchie Fauci. Okay.
And what do they call the drugstores? Pharmacies.
Yeah, they call them pharmacies. The pharmaceutical industry, which is Big Pharma.
Yeah, that's it.
Right?
Yeah.
Here in America, right, another tool of witchcraft is the goddamn idiot box.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, Anton LaVey.
Yeah.
That's Satan worshiping the devil.
Yeah.
Right? He said you got Satan's altar and everybody got Satan's altar in their living room.
Right. Right. Right.
The damn people.
Hey, especially around these times, playoff season, with these big sports events, right? Hockey, NHL, NBA, right? Anytime it's football season, anytime these big sport venues are on TV, they all of these things are being sponsored by the pharmaceutical industry. That's why every goddamn commercial is a fucking commercial about drugs, man. Right?
We're going to after prom too.
It's a commercial about drugs.
That's what I told
If it ain't, not only is it commercials about drugs, all the commercials all about drugs and fast fucking food, man.
Right. Right.
And guess what? The pharmaceutical industry is tied in with the fast food industry, man.
That's right, bro.
Okay? So it's all sorcery and witchcraft. Huh?
High blood pressure, diabetes,
Gout.
and then you take all these multiple drugs. There's a thing called polypharmacy, man, to where they conflicting with everything, and it's causing more problems. You can look up the word polypharmacy.
For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
Woo! See, by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
Yeah.
Your witchcraft, your tool of witchcraft. Isaiah 47.
Last verse is fire too.
Yeah. Oh, hey, bring it out.
It says, and in her was found the blood of prophets.
Woo! In her,
Yeah,
which is
bro.
talking about here in America.
Yeah, bro.
All right, was found the blood of prophets. Okay, which is talking about the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, we had Nat Turner,
Gone.
Gabriel Prosser.
Right.
Okay,
Denmark Vesey.
Denmark Vesey. Okay, which was special, which what made these men unique in their revolts against slavery was the fact that they were able to read the Bible. Okay, they were able to read. They were literate men who had inspiration through the Holy Bible. All right,
Yeah, bro.
showing you that those men were prophets, man. They were prophets in their time. And guess what? They were put to death. All right.
In her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth.
Yeah, and of saints and all that was slain upon the earth. Who are the saints of the Most High?
Bloody city, man.
The nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The so-called white man ain't a saint. He's a damn devil.
Right.
All right? Okay? Some fucking goddamn Hare Krishna worshiping coolie bitch can't possibly be a saint. Okay? She's a goddamn Elamite.
Yeah.
East Indian, man. All right? Some meek, pretending to be meek, humble,
Right.
fucking chinky-eyed gook is not a fucking saint, man.
Like the Dalai Lama who
Yeah.
that told a little boy to suck his tongue, bro.
Yeah.
The fuck is that? This is the face of Buddhism, bro.
Yeah, goddamn pedophile
You
freak.
see it? Fuck.
Goddamn pedophile freak. All right? What you got?
Isaiah 47
Yeah,
started
bring
what?
that out. Yeah. Go into that because it goes into you get to
5 minutes.
Okay.
Gotta hit the button in 5 minutes.
All right.
All right. So get the point.
Yeah. Go right to the point.
They give this shot me a
No, listen.
Have to do something. Oh, right.
This is Isaiah 47 and 12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail.
Yeah, that's right, man. The so-called white man, especially America, which is the global inspiration throughout the world, man. All right.
Yeah.
Brother, what scripture you was reading in Revelations?
18, 23, and 24.
Oh, see, which it tells you that in Revelations, the 18th chapter, man. Okay? How did they influence the world or deceive the world? Through sorcery, through their enchantments. All right?
That's right.
You know? The television
Right.
was basically, I believe it was invented here in America. Or America has credit for its invention of the television. The idiot box. All right? And that's how the whole world has been enchanted and become under the vibration of Babylon the Great, which is America, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Yeah, now these goddamn devils are having a hard time trying to establish their one world government. Because you got a lot of people that's waking up, man. You know? So the elites of the society they're under a lot of pressure. They're under a lot of pressure to try to bring forth their new world order, right? Which is the mark of the beast, with little opposition, with as much little opposition as possible, man. Okay, but a lot of people are waking up. A lot of people know that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. Okay, despite what the other Israelite camps is talking about. All right, a lot of people already know and believe that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. So when it's finally instituted or mandated, the elites of the society are going to be met with a lot of opposition, man. So that's why they read that again. Their counselors, yeah.
All right.
That's why they're basically in a tough spot, man. Trying to figure out how they're going to institute this new world order. All right. You know, with these proxy wars that they got going, in which America is in a quagmire right now. Okay.
Go back to the 12, right?
Yeah.
Isaiah 47 and 12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude.
No, go to the next verse.
All right. Isaiah 47 and 13. Thou art worried in the multitude of thy counsels.
Yeah, in the multitude of thy counsels, meaning what? Talking about within the Illuminati, man. All right, within the Illuminati. There's a lot of pressure on them trying to figure out how they're going to establish their new world order. Go ahead.
Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators.
Yeah, which is basically their witch council. You know, the council of 300, the council of 13. All right? These high-level Freemasons and warlocks and witches among Esau. All right? You know, which all of their politicians, which part of their politicians are all a part of that. Okay? All right? And they're having these big meetings where they're trying to keep peace with each other, man. These global summit meetings, whether it be the G8 meetings or what have you.
Yeah.
All right? They're trying to figure out a way to bring their new world order, man. But do it with as little opposition as possible. Go ahead.
Stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Yeah, man, because all hell is about to break loose in society, man. All hell is about to break loose in society. All right?